One of the things I wanted to talk about was Kansas City is moving from Kansas City, Missouri, across the border to Kansas City, Kansas. And when you think about the economics of that move, first of all, it's a $3 billion stadium. They're pretty much moving money from a local economy, right, and shifting it across state lines to another state. Is that crazy? And everything that comes with that in terms of like tickets sold, tax dollars generated, fans, local businesses going to be impacted, hotels, mom and pop shop, bars, restaurant. I think that just shows how powerful sports is in our economy, in our communities, right? And what it does. While the move isn't far in distance, it is very heavy in impact. What are your thoughts there?
It's huge, man. I think that seeing it in the forefront with the living in the Bay Area, right? The Warriors moved from to a little bit more of a micro level. Moved from Oakland to San Francisco, so Oracle Arena was left, and then it's the A's and the Raiders now, or the Raiders for sure are in Vegas. The A's are making a pit stop in Sacramento, planning on Vegas. We'll see how that goes down. But being in those organizations during those times, you hear it, you see it. Like you see small, you mentioned it, mom and pops, right? The local vendors, the shirt vendors outside the A's games that are walking along the bar or the bridge from the BART ramp. That's their afternoons. There's 80 games a day, or there's 80 days a year where they're selling T-shirts and making money off of it. And now, not only is that business gone, the fandom is gone, the appreciation, the love for your culture, where you're from. It's just that one extra identifier. And while, yes, the Kansas City Chiefs will now be in Kansas, what you're seeing also is like that whole development, similar to how the Warriors and A's development was. The Royal Stadium is right next to Arrowhead. And now it's just going to be an empty football, or an empty stadium, not even a football stadium, to be used for concerts, I suppose, but maybe some conventions, maybe, state championships, those kind of things. But now it moves from an asset almost to a liability. And now the state of Kansas has gained a $3 billion project that is only going to boom their local economy, wherever that municipality is. I think you see it too. The Bears have just recently proposed the same thing, where they're like, hey, we're trying to work in Chicago for sure. But if Indiana comes calling, we might take it. Like, we might see what's up. Imagine the Chicago Bears playing in Indiana. You see it. It's coming up now, and as sports business becomes almost this political game, with strictly about X's, or not even X's and O's, dollars and cents, instead of common sense, right? And making it more of a social good versus a monetary good. That's where some of the Ebenezer Scrooges of the organization and the industry kind of come into play and say, hey, the way I can make the most money is over here. It's
Right.
just the facts. But for
Or
sports,
the way that we can accomplish a goal.
Creative. Exactly. There's hoops and there's different things you got to go through with architectures and those kind of things. And even then, I was looking at the renderings. They look eerily similar to almost every new stadium that's being built. Right? There's no more of like the whole stadium has a different feel to it. Right? The uniqueness that exists at MLB ballparks. Right? Like everything has different distances and high walls here and the green monsters there. Some of these new football stadiums, it's kind of all like, yeah, we're in a dome. Got a big TV over here, a big TV over here, a bunch of luxury suites. Got the floor suites, the end zone suites. It's starting to lose some of that flavor that makes sports what it is. So it's unfortunate for the local fans, but I think that it's exciting for what the future could hold for potential expansions or minor leagues. Just like it opens up a couple different avenues. So I'm trying to be optimistic about it.
Me too. Shout out Kansas for getting a new team or getting
Shout
their
out Kansas.
old team just on the other side of the border. We'll see how it all plays out. I'm sure it's going to take a few years before that stadium project is fully developed. But man, a crazy year in sports. I'm sure there are other topics we can riff on for hours, but I figured we would just talk about the business topic of the day.